Hey, greetings, welcome back to the channel. So now we're just doing basically more E2E testing with the dropdown that we created. You want to take a look, definitely you're taking a look there. And then, right, definitely, later we're going to add our own styles and flavor to it and really do a much of it that you can't express in CSS, right? So, right, you want to be able to see that like so, okay? So what we need to do now is we need to test. We kind of tested that we click the select option, or you're testing that out. We click it, right? We kind of select the value and then deselect it, and then if you want to just open and close, right? It doesn't affect that, right? So we kind of tested that out, right? And right. So right, and now we wanted to options are the same width, right? You're kind of, I think we kind of checked that. If push comes to shove, we could just run, right? Could just run that right here. We kind of know. You know what? I'm not going to run it there. I'm just going to run it where I need to. Just modify that. Hey, they're not going to really be equal. Really be equal like that. Like definitely expecting their width to be equal. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm toss out this scenario. And now I want to test if the dropdown is open. It's most, right? None of the elements are covering it. So basically I'm going to test this logic right here, right? And if dropdown's open, right, it'll be able to figure it out. So what's what I want? Do I want this to cover, or I want that to cover, or I want like a mess to ensue, right? And for that, clearly I just need a component. So I just practically test when it's when all are open, kind of do whatever, but really want a keep together type of feel to it. So now we gotta find a way to like put these in the back somehow, but that is going to definitely require a body in there. Definitely putting the directive on the body. I'll definitely take a look. Obviously, I don't feel right it's going to be too hard. I'm just going to just say, hey, if you have a latch on you, if you're a latch element in your top level, and I hope, yeah, and I should know it's top level. It's because if it's latch, I just set it to false, so when I get picked up by the, especially the formatting VR. Right, and then with the other component, it goes over the other components to display as needed, right? So basically this is what I want to test out. This first one, I kind of want to like write when I absolutely have to. I'm not too worried about implementing that. Although I'm a bit worried about how the Z indexes will go if I like have to be very, very careful not to do interesting things. Definitely have to consider other elements with Z indexes, which means that I probably don't want a directive just for latch. I probably want a directive that deals with Z index issues. Right, so I'm definitely going to write down in the notes. Solution, have a directive on the board body be the same thing. That deals with Z index issues. Right, we kind of like with my ads, I kind of try to like playing keep away, but clearly that's just not going to happen here. So I can't play yet. Nothing's playing. All right, so yeah, basically what I want to see is that cross component, right? What we have is that you know, it doesn't go behind it. It has to be visible. So I don't know. It has to be like it is visible. Yeah, I'm looking at a test right now. Sorry. Other components. Right. All right. So that's going to be my test, and it's going to be a very simple test. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and copy paste like so. All right, and then select that click, right? And right, so now I just have to make sure that all of these are visible. So let me see if something in Capybara could do that. All right, so I guess it should work. All right, so let's click. And let me see if this could fail. Make it fail. Options each. Say x.text. Then type. I think it's a hash. Yeah, simple. Right, and then this should fail. It's not visible. Not visible. All right, so try to make a situation where this fails, just to know that's actually working. Drop down state open. Make one and try to get this to fail. That's interesting. Oh, it's draggable too, yeah. I forgot. I just did the drag on this thing. Oh yeah, for the first element. Again, something hardly wrong here. Let's actually try to fix this. The index. Well, it's absolutely refusing to go behind where I need to go behind. Oh, this is interesting, right? Because it's clip paint. Right, and then right behind it is actually the HTML, and nothing's going to go behind it. All right, so then I have to remove the clip paint off that. That's really fine with me. That's actually a cool, interesting little feature there. Nice. But you know what bothers me in that is just to stay behind the second one. So I don't know how I'm gonna go about that. So Z index is actually auto. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be something, but that's whatever. Um, try to get rid of that clip path here. All right, so that really sucks. Oh, so much directive. It's kind of behind everything now. I need to be in a situation where this fails. All right, yeah, no, it's simply just saying, hey, I can't really make it fail. All right, so by doing that, apparently, because if the Z index is auto, it's never going to fly behind it. Right now, everything's going to hop in front of it. But interestingly enough, can't make this thing fail. Wow, it's interesting. So apparently it's always going to stay on top of other. Yeah, it should be a way to make this fail. It's really interesting. Yeah, I think I got this to fail. All right, let's do this instead. Yeah, not exactly what I needed. All right, screw it. -6 does the trick. So let's see if it does the trick. Yeah, nah, it's not what you need. Wow, it's actually proven to be really hard just to get this to fail. That's what you want from the website. You want actually something to be really hard to get it to fail. Okay. Only thing I could think of is actually, well, I actually tried. Pretty sure I actually tried to bring this to the front of it. Right. So it apparently it takes, since they're not part of the right. They're actually in different parents, right? So right, they're not contained like that. They're not in the same parent, they're in a different parent. So in order for this to fail, I think yeah, 29. Now, in order for this to fail, I really need to get at this one. Right. That's what I need to do. All right. Good. All right. There we go. Right. So now I can just remove this as needed. Now I can try to run this test. All right. Hopefully I don't forget about it. Yeah, it's a bug in here somewhere. I hate when that happens. Let's take this out. Let's see if I could. All right, so take out the scenario. See if you get it to work. Definitely this intelligence that Kite has tells us I have installed here. He has like no idea what's going on, I guess. I really don't see the error here. Oh, I think I might see the error. I might see it. I think it's a function call. Oh, let's do it one by one. It's no do statement. Nope. Should fail. This test should fail. Oh wow, I actually passed. Let me see if it tries to get it. Let's see if it tries to figure out the value or give me nil. Hopefully it gives me nil. Oh wow, I was able to see it. Oh, that's awful. All right, so I need a better test. Well, I could turn it off before I could test this thing. It's true. Let's say right back to false. Not sure if this is a string, so right. Wow, I managed to pass. Oh, this is terrible. All right, so clearly I can't use this. So if I want to leave that, it says it doesn't work on everything, so not too sure what we can do here. What we literally have to do is just use anything else that can work with here. Oh, so they're saying they're visible even when it's not visible. So I don't know. Well, yeah, not all drivers support the CSS, so I'm not ready to test here. All right. Let me write a bit of JavaScript. Well, you know what? Instead of trying to force this to work, let me actually try to click on this element. See if that works. Yeah, I think we failed at this point. Good. Yep. Good. Right, that's a good way to test it. All right, so if we try to collect the element, you're gonna run into some issues. All right, now let's get rid of this before it causes some nasty problems for us. Yeah, it's not good enough. But I think this is handled from app component, if anything. Good. That's that. Right. So that's just another way to test, right? You how to test, right? You definitely can't depend on if they're visible. Just use a little logic and try to figure that out. So then just copy and paste into scenarios, and that's that. Right. So that's all the testing is going to be doing for a drop. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, reach out to me in the comments for any assistance. And link to the examples, to the scenarios, as well as social media will be posted in the video description.